Your 2028 New York Jets!
Leading the Dolphins sideline, head coach Mike McDaniel. His side has won 2 in a row. Across the field, the head coach of the Jets. These guys more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. Welcome everybody tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here as Jake Bates is going to get this started. And we're off in East Rutherford. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, to the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. Finds his back, Achane. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
Tua off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps him chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's Tua on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Trying for it, it's Achane. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Result of the play.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team-first guy he is, to be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes. So long as they get the win in the end.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. I'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Working inside the red zone. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Going after up and good from Bates. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Dolphins, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Caught by the tight end, running the corner. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a set of downs to boot. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Motion man sent left.
7-yard line.
Second down carry for A-Chan. And that's not what the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. That's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he gets him around 6 there. Jack Jones making that tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Pass play now. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going from the gun here. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and more importantly, to stop it. 2 drives, and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tua setting up to throw. Here's a screen for HN. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Waddle makes the catch. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
For a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
44, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Tonga Bailoa. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. He is down to the 30-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is a Dolphins first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So a new set of down. So here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And his perfect start. Is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again. Here's Tua. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Tonga Bailoa again. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This is Knight with the return here. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. The Jets and Brashard Smith making their return to the field. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. He put everything he had in the cut at the 20-yard line. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 9-point advantage. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Dolphins 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Miami offense headed out there now. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First down. Here's Tua. incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. They'll have him gain up about a handful there. Juju Brents with a stop. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're going for this. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jets 1st down.
Blue gets the handoff. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. It's the Jets holding the lead at MetLife. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Finds his back, Achane. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Jets and Brashard Smith making their return to the field. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out.
Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Screen here for Smith. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Third and 10.
They're in long for him here. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
That's another Jets. First down.
First down, play action. Headed out right. Outside, this is caught by Taylor. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
7-yard gain.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Throwing now, off the play action. Brought in by his back Smith. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Timeout taken by New York. That's it, second. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Second and a yard at the 43.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one.
18 on the play. Brings up third down.
Looking to throw on third. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. Throwing now on first down. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. He's back to throw. This one finds Taylor. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter.
Joshua Carney to
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This is Knight with the return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First down from the 42.
And the Jets, first down.
Back-to-back carries here. So calling some honest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. That's going to be complete to Smith on the check down. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets. First down.
With the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A Big play, 23 yards to move those chains. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
They give it to him again, and that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He brings it in. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Jets 24. Dolphins
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They motion Waddle over left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Cut for big yards on the right side. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal, Miami.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us. Third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Miller on the return. Things going well so far. And work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. The Jets offense now set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Blue here from the pistol. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Setting him on the dive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Looking in the air here. It's caught by Wilson. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
They'll try and punch it in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Go to him again. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stuffed at the 3. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
He's going to throw it. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down. We've got a man in motion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's good.
All set to go now from the 35.
It's a gain of 3. And the Dolphin 1st down.
1st down, here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. first down.
Two and out from the gun. Finds his back. Achan. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Tua again. Shakes himself free. He's keeping it. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Going to the defender. We've got a foot race. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Out wide, it's Waddle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
13 more yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Rolls caught. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
27. Dolphins, 17.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Onside kick.
And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Jets, first down.
On the gear, it's Blue. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
This is Allen on 2nd. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, Allen. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And a stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets, moments away from win number 12. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. One here with Allen. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Smith. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Let's go.
Quick throw right side. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the win goes to the Jets. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.